Hey there guys, and welcome to a video showcasing a new server you may have interest in. It's called Tooniversal Studios. I wanted to make this video because 1, it was suggested, but 2, because the man behind the server, Broadway Pixels, reached out to me and asked for me to help him and his talented team in producing some fun Toontown content. And honestly, I like the idea of bringing in as much new content in this community as possible, and not only that, but bringing in new content that feels unique. So before I get into the team side of things a bit more and what I'm doing for Tooniversal, let's start with what's currently new in this project. And also, let me stress that a lot involving this server is very new, meaning a lot of this is still very much a work in progress, from branding to any kind of updates. So, with that being said, in Tooniversal Studios you'll find for starters a new hedgehog species. Now I will claim that this is being told to me as a work in progress, but the idea in the current progress is there. And of course, I know how much everybody loves species that I voice, so there's also a bonus if you are interested in that. There's also a very early prototype of a new gag track being developed called Spin Gags. And there's also an all-new type of cog unique to Tooniversal Studios called press bots. These are, in my opinion, wonderfully designed and look great. So to tie in with press bots, there's an entire new story for Tooniversal Studios that I've had a lot of say in and am currently writing for. And I think this story makes it stand out from other servers as it builds heavily into its very own kind of unique lore, exploring things from even the beginnings of cogs in its own unique way, to present day and the purpose of you and the tunes around you. And all of what I've just said is just highlighting a few of the easier things to mention, let alone the progress that's been made on eventual new areas, textures, graphics, and much more to come. So, now, shifting back to the team and what I'm currently doing for Tooniversal Studios. I was brought onto this team to help with many of the things that I helped Corporate Clash with. So, for example, I'm helping in structuring an entire unique story and lore for this server. This story especially is something unique to Tooniversal Studios, and that'll be completely different from Rewritten, Corporate Clash, and most likely other servers as well. This also goes without saying that along with a structured story, I'll be working on a new task line for this server, much like Corporate Clash. And that's something that I really enjoy, as it allows me almost complete freedom in writing and direction, and also it allows me to use the experience I've gained from Corporate Clash and player feedback in making sure this time around that the tasks I write and do are as good as I can possibly make them. And lastly, one of the main reasons I decided to help this server grow is the talented team that's been established. From the hugely talented Smoke and Foreman to Toontown offline developers, ODS developers, crazy talented artists and developers alike, committed moderation, it's just a team that I felt I'd be satisfied with learning from and working with, and it's been nothing but professional so far. So, if you're interested in checking out the server, I will leave a link in the description that takes you straight to the Discord server. I will also state that the game is currently in some form of semi-open beta, but I was assured by Broadway Pixels himself that this would be covered if anybody is interested in trying it out, or with following the progress as this project continues to develop. And of course, one last thing, I do want to again reiterate that this is a very early project. So currently it does have the Toontown Online task line, spin gags don't currently work in-game, new areas are still merely in development, and things like that. It's still developing, but it's worth getting the word out so people can follow development. So if you're interested and like the potential, I would like to know your feedback. I'd like to maybe even make a series of videos on the server, kind of highlighting the specific updates, features, development of these things and the concepts behind them. I wanted to know if that was something you guys would like. Let me know in the comments. So as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time in my next video. And sorry for the cold, guys, I know it sounds pretty bad sometimes in my voice, but thank you all for watching, I appreciate it, thank you guys.